Welcome once more. Let's continue our talk on motivation. Now you have got someone to motivate you. What do you do? Because in most instances, people, individuals, or groups, they call a motivational speaker to come once in a while, once in 6 months, or even once in a year to come and give them that motivational talk that they need. And they say, well, all is done. But let us look at it more holistically. Motivation is not a once-off activity. You don't get someone to come and motivate you, then they are gone, you are left on your own devices to make sense of all that they have spoken to you. No, it should be a continuous process. At least it should be more than twice a year, because the person or the group of persons that come to motivate you as a person or as a group, they should still be able to look at the progress that you are making in line with the motivation that they've given to you. They should be able to access data or information relating to how you are progressing in terms of that motivation. Let's take, for example, a superintendent in the hospital has called on a motivator to come and motivate the staff and hospital so that they change for the better in terms of saving the patients, saving the public. Because really, people like hospital workers, they can become depressed at times and they vent that depression on the patients by not treating them fairly, treating them well, with all the charts, all the charters, all the rules that are there. But if the workers are depressed, if the workers are demotivated, then you are in for a disaster. And who suffers? The poor, helpless patient. Now here comes the motivator, motivates the staff. 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 5 months, the motivator has motivated and gone. How do we measure the effect of that motivation if we're going to wait for this time next year to carry on with the next level of motivation? So motivation should be done on a continuous basis. Motivation, although it involves payment, it involves money in most instances, because motivators won't come and motivate you for free. They're in business. But at least it should be budgeted for so that they come more than once. 3 times could be better off. It could be spaced into 3 times a year in 3 equal intervals, and the last term would be for assessment as to whether the motivation has been able to pull something out of the staff. I'm only using the hospital staff, but almost everyone nowadays is using motivation as a way of drawing a fresh bench of inspiration to carry on with their work. I talk about 2 types of motivation, which is intrinsic and extrinsic. We talked about how you need to, whether you are motivated externally or internally, you need to be motivated in order to carry on with your work or to start doing something that you are planning to do. Now, because now you have started, you have got someone to come and motivate you. You have to make the most out of that motivation, because It's a precious acquisition. It's something that other people cannot be able to get. So you don't call someone, you don't engage with a motivator who will come and motivate you and go, and that's all. It must be a process. It must be a continuous engagement. Sometimes money should be put aside and we look at what they want to achieve, so that we'll be able to engage the motivator and say, no, we know we're paid for 3 sessions a year, but we'll need you more than that. Because a relationship, motivation is a relationship. So I'm speaking to people who are offering motivational services to go beyond the call of business. Offer it as a labor of love. Whether you're motivating learners and teachers at school, whether you're motivating players in a sports team, whether you're motivating business people, do it beyond the count of business. Be prepared to go the extra mile. And the same applies to those who engage motivators. Strive to get the most out of that. It should just be a motivation session because you've planned for it. Now you are planning for the next one next year because you have the budget to do that. No, it should be something out of which you should be able to get measurable results, time-bound results, reliable results, objective results. I hope you have picked up 1 or 2 things that you think are useful. If that's the case, give me feedback. Give your comment here below. And don't forget to like this video. If there is something that you think we need to improve in this talk, also give me the comment. I'm here because you are here. Thank you very much.